In the year 2148, explorers on Mars discovered the remains of an ancient spacefaring civilization. In the decades that followed, these mysterious artifacts revealed startling new technologies, enabling travel to the furthest stars. The basis for this incredible technology was a force that controlled the very fabric of space and time. They called it the greatest discovery in human history. The civilizations of the galaxy call it the Mass Effect.
There we go. Oh, thank you, Xeno! Xeno says congratulations on your Spectre status. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, you're now a Spectre, which means that you operate above the law.
Oh, good. Surely I could not abuse this in any way. But hello, everybody, and hello, Biotic! I can't wait to see what happens tonight, either. Also, earlier, Xeno said that they really loved the music that was on the starting soon screen.
I'm happy to do that. I like making music, so...
Also, Doc...
I expect more. I like that in the future.
Yeah. Also, Doc said hello, and that he will be lurking around. He's in a call with his boyfriend. Congrats.
That's crazy.
And noise. Also, Xeno will be lurking a little bit. Apparently, they're doing some editing. I'm assuming...
I'm also doing some editing.
Mike is doing editing of a video variety, of a video I'm not allowed to see because Mike's gone crazy and made openings for 2 and soon 3. And I can't see them. I'm not allowed. Obviously, because we're playing 1 right now. I can't even look at the one from 1!
Nope. It has spoilers in it.
I know! Oh, Xeno wants us to put our jacket on. Hold on a second. Cannot wait for Sky Oblivion. It's looking so good, says Doc. Let's see. I believe the one we want is this one. Yeah, there we go. It's chilly. Yes, it is. Okay. So, when I turned on the game, we had a couple of extra points. So I swear that every time I check this, we have points when I feel like we shouldn't yet. But that's okay. So, I gave everybody a couple of points in stuff. Garrus can now use sniper rifles, and given that he's the only one we've seen with that so far, and that every meme I've ever seen of him involves sniper rifles, I'm assuming that's his shtick. So we have to make sure he gets a good one when we find one, because I don't think we... Oh! Awesome, take all. I don't think he's got one. Yeah, he just has a sniper rifle. A generic one. And we only have armor he can't wear. And I can't wear it either. But let's give... If he's got a sniper rifle, let's give him some stuff. What do we got? Chemical rounds. Popular with pirates, criminals, and mercenaries, these rounds are coated with highly toxic compound. Ooh. Should we give him Dot? I feel like we should give him Dot. Anti-personnel. That's a 20% against organics, which I've done. Let's just give him this. Improved sights. Oh, well then yes. Tali. You want some anti-personnel? Oh, no, wait, that's a sniper rifle. What does Tali got? Hold on, I have to check her... Ooh, I have to check her squad powers. I'm pistols, shotguns, and assault rifles. She's pistols and shotguns. Okay. So we should give her pistol and her shotgun some kind of buff. What is this? Oh. That's an assault rifle. Should take this off. Let's make my shotgun radioactive. And we'll give you some anti-personnel rounds. And we don't have anything else. Here we go. Yeah, now we're good to go for whatever in the heck. What in the heck were we doing? What did I come here to do? I've exposed Saren. Unusual readings, which isn't here. Strange transmission.
You should,
Oh, deliver the information. So I guess I have that.
Yeah, you gotta go. Yeah, you gotta go talk. Yeah, you gotta go talk to.
She ain't here.
To her, she's down in the wards. Also, be sure to poke around here. We're gonna return to this location often. There are a lot of side quests here and throughout the Citadel that we'll occasionally want to poke around and find.
Yeah, thankfully, from what I've seen, there's been little exclamation points when people have quests.
Don't depend on that. It's not always accurate.
Yeah.
For example, right here.
I hope he's okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I also have realized that people who have names are people I want to talk to. Whoops, that is not the button.
I'm on a break. Talk to someone else if you need anything. I've got a lot on my mind.
Maybe I can help.
What's wrong?
Well, maybe you can. You're a soldier, right? You ever head out to the Traverse?
I'm Commander Shepard! Yeah.
The Traverse is a rough place. We're out there quite a bit.
My brother's the captain of a ship called the Majesty. It was crossing the Traverse a few days ago when it disappeared. Just dropped right off the grid. And that usually means one of two things. They had massive mechanical failure.
Or a pirate.
Or they were attacked.
Those are both bad.
Neither one of those options leaves a lot of hope.
I won't give up on my brother. Not yet. I've got the coordinates for the last transmission from his vessel.
Cool. I do love that on that previous screen where I could reply. Damn, the lights in Garrus's eyes, by the way, are so bright, it makes it look like his eyes are just glowing from behind me. It just turned his like, oh. But, I love that one of my responses for this guy, he's like, you're a soldier, right? Maybe you can help me. And, like, one of them is, I'm Commander Shepard. I'm not a soldier. I don't know if I want to help you now.
What kind of ship was it?
Don't let the name fool you. The Majesty's just a small trading vessel, only a handful of crew. But he kept it in good condition. I don't think mechanical failure is too likely. But they don't have any real weapons or shields. If anyone did come after them, the Majesty'd be a sitting duck.
That's really funny that we have possible pirate action going on, Mikey, considering the last episode of Babylon 5 we watched. I wonder if the pirates are in league with the bad guys. Do you think Saren has hired pirates? Probably not, actually. He hired assassins, though, the last time. Let's see.
What? I'm not gonna say anything.
Isn't anyone else looking into this?
My brother's just a small independent trader. Ships like his disappear in the Traverse all the time.
So it's one of those things where it's like, they kind of don't care. Alright, yeah.
If your brother is still alive, I'll find him. Give me the coordinates.
I'll forward them to your ship right away.
Yay,
Please let me know as soon as you find him.
Sure. Cool. Alright. I guess we should do one quick sweep of this whole area before we go. I also have just now remembered what we were doing. We came here to become a Spectre. That's what we did. And now we're free to depart. Well, after we make sure that we've talked to everybody with a name. Or a quest. I know there's nobody up there. Oh, maybe there's somebody over here. Let's look. I still super appreciate, and I don't know if it's the mod or not, but I still super appreciate the fact that NPCs move.
I'm waiting to speak with one of the councilor's assistants.
Oh, that's not the mod. They did that before.
Congratulations on becoming the first human Spectre, Commander. I'm certain you'll be up to the challenge.
Who are you? No, thank you.
I appreciate that.
My name is Admiral Kahoku. It's about time the Alliance got one of our own in with the Spectres. We need people like you to deal with our problems.
I have to go, Admiral.
Commander.
That was a little...
Yeah.
She was like, you need to go.
You'll have to you'll want to talk to him later. He'll have something for you.
I'm sure eventually he will. Basically, I think
Also,
every
I'll
time
be-
you go through an area, even if you've already talked to somebody, it's always worth talking to him again. But yeah, I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say I'll be right back.
Okay. I will do a quick loop of everything and see if there's anyone to talk to. Hey, a Turian diplomat.
Humans in the tower. Interesting.
Goodbye. Ah! Doc says, oh, I've wanted to mention I've been watching Fresh Pretty Cure with my sister. Oh, nice! That one is one that, the Pretty Cure series, or Precure as it's called in, Japanese, is something that is definitely worth watching, I think, specifically in the subs and not the dub, because, unfortunately, the dub has decided to do an early 90s anime dub, which means that everyone's names have been changed. The title of it has been changed to Glitter Girls. And everything having to do with Japan has been thrown out, which means entire episodes and chunks of stuff are gone. So, yeah, Doc says, you know, if I recall, or if I remember correctly, most of the Precure series don't have dubs. Yeah, they don't. Most of them don't. I think Smile Precure is the one that got dubbed into Glitter Force. I like, when my friend told me about what they'd done, I was like, that's a joke, right? She's like, no.
In other news,
They changed their
Exogeny
name
Corp
to...
is still denying reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma Cluster.
That's new.
When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week, company officials refused to comment.
Doc said, it's incredible since Smile/Glitter was bad to begin with, but Fresh, I absolutely recommend. Yeah. Oops. I keep clicking all the wrong buttons. Everybody...
To me!
Come back to me. You don't need to go anywhere, Tali. I'm sorry. Let's have a quick look at the map. Are there any exclamation points on here that I need to be aware of? No. So we'll just do a quick loop and return. We'll go this way, so we can do a quick loop and then go down to the wards. It also has a lesbian romance. Oh! Yeah, that is a new one. I know that Sky High?
The Protheans obviously understood the aesthetic value of the mass relays. Something we Quarians have learned to appreciate during our wanderings.
That's cute.
So much empty space. 1,000 of my people could live here and hardly even see each other.
Oh, yeah. She said before that they're in a big flotilla, right? Yeah, they roam. So yeah, they're probably all kind of crammed in there. Hello, ma'am.
My first CSEC posting was here on the Presidium. Mostly for show, not much crime up here.
A woman turned on her heel and fucking beat cheeks. She heard him say, my posting was here, and she went, oh no. Fresh was in 2009? Oh, I see. That's one of the ones I haven't seen. I've seen a good handful of the Precure series, but not all of them. I know one of my friends says that Heartcatch is really good. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. Let's see if we can get some... Are you okay, ma'am? She hit the thing and spun around like a cat that jumped weird. Oh, there she goes. Let's see if we can get something nice. Please watch Fresh. It's basically what started Modern Greek here. Ah, okay. Let's see if we have anything to sell.
Ah, human. This one is greatly pleased to see you here in my decadent emporium.
Oh, am I not allowed to buy?
Who are you?
This one's
Oh no, I've
name is
not talked to
Dylan
him
Indra,
because we had to
though
run
many
around.
in
That's
this
right.
place simply refer to it as Dylan.
Oh.
Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
We have to investigate. Hold on.
What exactly do you sell?
Only the finest and most luxurious items that credits can buy.
Pants.
This one is able to procure almost any item the human would desire.
Such as
For
pants.
a price, naturally.
The price of pants.
Why do you refer to yourself as this one and it?
For the same reason that humans are so inquisitive. It is part of our culture.
We don't have gender like you gross humans.
Specifically, Hanar only refer to themselves in the first person with family or intimates. And we rarely do so with other species. It is just our way.
I like Del. Ah! Doc says, my sister and I do plan to watch Heartcatch next. Also, the main character is literally called Love, so love always saves the day. Haha! Actually, why am I mouthing badumtish? I can, literally have... Hold on a minute. We literally have a sound effect for that. There we go. There's a soundboard for that.
Who are you?
Who are you?
This one's face name is Delaninder.
Oh.
Please take time to examine the fine goods
That
it
was
has
just
for
his-
purchase, all of great worth.
His intro was
Show
that
me your
question,
items.
I see. Ooh, excuse
Oh,
me.
this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
I would like to view these standard items, please. That's what I want. There we go. Okay, let's see. Oh, we have armor upgrades. I didn't realize. Sell all the garbage. Sell all junk. Sell that. And sell this. So, this is all human stuff. But he's got alien stuff too. Well, he doesn't have weapons. Actually, that makes sense. He wouldn't have weapons. I don't think you're allowed to just, you know, sell guns on the Presidium. Okay, nothing down there. Anybody over here? No. There's a C-Sec lady over here. Hello. Okay. We've gone in a big loop. The consort probably doesn't have anything for us. I don't know if there's anything left in C-Sec. So we can probably head down to the wards and look for the lady we have to hand that thing into.
I went fairly often when it was still the Arcos.
Yeah, ever since Fist took over, I don't go anymore.
Seems like all the best lounges are being replaced by places like Cora's Den.
The Embassy Lounge isn't bad, but they don't have any decent entertainment.
It's run by bureaucrats. They probably spend months just voting on what kind of entertainment to get.
You're probably right.
That's funny. It's shocking. You'd think that there'd be a lot of, like, cafes on the Presidium. Because it's one of those nice fancy places. I mean, like, look at this. Look at how fucking gorgeous this place is. I refuse to believe that there wouldn't be, like, a buttload of cafes here. Alright. Let's see anybody new. We took care of the Hanar problem. Okay. So let's head down to the wards and see about finding our interview lady and giving her info. Wherever she went. At least I'm
All right,
assuming.
sorry about that. I'm back.
He's all good. Welcome back.
Thanks. So what are you up to?
I did a loose loop around the station. I've lost Garrus to a corner, I think. I think he's stuck over there. We looked at the monument and talked to everybody.
Do you ever regret leaving Citadel Security to pursue Saren, Garrus?
Fighting a rogue specter with countless lives at stake and no regulations to get in the way, I'd say that beats C-Sec.
I'm pleased that the imminent destruction of all organic life has improved your career opportunities.
I don't think that's what he meant, but that's okay. See, Garrus isn't a cop who's too old for this shit. He's the plucky young guy who's like, oh, come on, if you just let me do my best, I could make some real difference.
Pretty much.
Busy though. I can't believe
Please
how
let
many
me do
people you
work.
get coming in from the wards.
Yeah, it's the busiest station on the Citadel. You'll never get bored.
Hello.
I guess not, but you could still use a few more men.
That's why we brought you here.
Sure, but there's still way more complaints than the officers can handle.
That's just life near the wards, kid. You'll get used to it.
Imagine how many complaints there are in the wards, considering that's where everybody lives. A Corian guy! Cool. I don't know why walking by, my brain went, he looks like a Ninja Turtle. I don't really think he does, though, so I'm not sure why that was my first instinct. Let's go. A Ninja Turtle!
Subcommittee on Transhuman Studies has been
shit.
kidnapped by biotic extremists.
Uh-oh.
The biotics commandeered a freighter and were last seen in the Hades Gamma Cluster. No demands have yet been made.
Possible quest? Yeah, we heard something about, oh god. We heard them talking about something about, something going wrong. No, a colony that's just suddenly stopped, communicating with people out in one of the places, that I think we had. I think that's possibly, where is it? I think it might be this. There's like a weird transmission somewhere.
Potential?
Or no, or is it unusual readings? Yeah, something that like there's a colony that's just not responding anymore.
I guess we'll have to see.
Oh, yeah, these are quests now. We got quests from the elevator. Dude, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's neat. Oh, neat. Okay, cool. That's actually really excellent.
Yeah, so something, I'll explain something really quick about Mass Effect that, now that you've encountered it. The hubs in Mass Effect are designed for you to like, explore in a more passive way. Like, a lot of games will have, like, gamified interactables or icons that you chase after to go and do stuff. In this game, it encourages you more to just kind of walk around and take in the sights, and you'll just stumble across something.
Yeah, like Doc just said, Doc went, we got rumors. That's a cool way to get rumors, is you hear the news, and your character takes note of that. You're like,
For sure, yeah. It's, at some point, we should play through Star Wars Outlaws, because I'm curious what chat will feel about that, because the whole game is structured around rumors like that.
Oh, that's cool. All right. Emily, I have a tape recorder you might want.
Word on the street is that you've been busy.
I love her
Congratulations
coat.
on taking down Fist.
I believe that's modded.
I was sure he was a big player in anything going on here. Did you find anything in his office that could help me?
I think that's pulled from some of the outfits from future games.
Oh, cool.
If I remember correctly.
Well, that's neat. I love it.
Yeah.
Dino says Emily Wong is so cool, and Doc said it's also really clever because the elevators also serve as the loading screens. And Zeno concurs and says, yeah, I think that's a different outfit. I vaguely recall, because you've played these games several times while I've been, like, nearby, but, you know. I vaguely recall you saying at some point that there weren't a lot of outfits in the first one, and so a lot of people are kind of wearing the same thing. And all all the ladies are wearing that weird, like, split dress.
So Mass Effect 1 came out in what? I think 2007, 2008? I think it was 2007.
Yeah.
Or no. Maybe it was 2008. I don't remember exactly. But it was one of those 2 years. Yeah. And so it was like kind of early on in 2007. Okay, yeah. So it was early on. It was like the first 2 years of the Xbox 360's life cycle. And that is typically when developers are still trying to figure out how to squeeze performance out of a console. Mass Effect 2 was their first time using their newer iteration of Unreal 3.
Mm-hmm.
And they like, you'll notice it modernizes a lot of features. And then because this is also made in Unreal 3, but it's like an older version.
Mm-hmm.
And then Mass Effect 3 is, I think, when they reach peak form and they figure out how to squeeze as much performance out of the Xbox 360 as possible.
Nice.
So a lot of the limitations, like the limitations of clothing, the limitations of aliens, wasn't intentional. Like, it wasn't part of the
it's
vision.
just it's a problem with like lack of there's no room.
Yeah.
For the time. Oh, Xena says they like this new outfit. Well, that's good.
I do too. I think it looks great.
Sorry to cut you off. I actually really need to go to the bathroom.
Oh, I'll keep chat.
Oh yeah,
occupied?
I can. If you want to talk to them, I can leave you on the screen, or I can put us on the BRB. It's all good.
It's up to you. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, if you want to talk to them, by all means, go ahead. Mikey will chit-chatty with you, and I'll be right back.
So chat, I've been working on. Mikey blinks in and out. What does that mean? Oh, yeah. All right. So let's talk Emmy with Mikey. So yeah, I've been piecing together the intros that Alex will be using for when she uploads this stuff to YouTube. And guys, it's kind of scary how well Mass Effect syncs up to the Babylon theme songs. Because each Babylon 5 series has a different theme. But each time I'm currently working on the Mass Effect 3 edit. Because I'm working ahead of time. It syncs up too well. It's kind of scary. I linked 1 and 2 in the Discord server. So if you want to check it out, I believe I put it in art sharing. It's really weird. It's really weird. Doc says the BioWare team was actually just writing ME1 with one eye and watching B5 with the other. True. I think they were doing that. The music is very similar. Alex has been showing me B5, and there have been multiple moments where I'm like, this feels like they just took Mass Effect music and put it in here, but it's not. It's the opposite. Doc says, kind of wish Starfield took some B5 inspiration. I agree. I think Starfield would have just benefited from aliens, honestly. I think missed opportunity there. Mass Effect is to B5 what Star Wars is to Dune. That is actually so accurate. Oh my god. Yeah, so if you guys like Mass Effect and you're disappointed to hear the direction that the Mass Effect TV show is going, I recommend checking out B5. Babylon 5 feels like a prequel almost. It's uncanny how similar the two are. Like, when I was working on 2, it's so weird because like the theme for Mass Effect 1 or for the first season of Babylon 5 matches the vibe of Mass Effect 1, where it's kind of like these spacey pads, very like programmed orchestral drums and stuff like that. And then the second one, it's like the Mass Effect 2 theme or soundtrack used a lot of more like 80s synth work for a lot of its big orchestral stuff. And it's the same thing for the season 2 of Babylon 5. It like they just sprinkled in some of those like 80s synth lead type vibes. And then I'm working on the Mass Effect 3 one right now, and the theme for Season 3 of Babylon 5 is very similar to the Mass Effect 3 music, where you have, like, these plonking, like, pianos and, like, very, like, brooding and darker orchestral moments. I don't know, man. It's just... If Mass Effect 5 comes out and it's a lot like Season 4 of Babylon 5, that's going to be crazy. Doc says, not gonna lie, the main theme for ME2's Suicide Mission goes so fucking hard is half the reason why the game is so good. The music really does a lot, right? It's a very memorable theme. Years ago, I made a video making fun of the soundtrack design for Mass Effect 1 and Deus Ex. Because I had a VST called Nexus 2 at the time, and I am almost positive that that is the resampler that they used for all of the synth work in Mass Effect 1 and Deus Ex. And it took me legit, I didn't even plan this. It took me like 30 seconds to write the arpeggiation loops that are in this game and in Deus Ex. Not to diminish the music in Mass Effect 1, but Mass Effect 2 I do feel like figures out what it wants to be. I will say, though, my favorite piece of music in all of Mass Effect is probably the Galaxy Map music, followed closely by Vigil. Doc says, what are your thoughts on Drew Karpyshyn's cut ideas for Mass Effect 3 with the dark matter stuff? Alex isn't here, so I will answer that openly. I actually don't think it would have been good. It kind of comes out of nowhere. I know they like mentioned dark matter a few times in Mass Effect 2, but it just wasn't there enough. Whereas I feel like the AI stuff is a theme that has been in the games since the beginning. So I feel like it works better. Chat, she's back, so I can't talk about it any further.
Oh, what can't we talk about anymore? Who knows?
I was asked about the ending of the series.
Ah. Doc shouted, hide all the Mass Effect stuff. Quick, get the tarp. We were talking about Redacted. I see. Alright. Well, thank you for your patience. I'm glad you were able to entertain them while I was gone. Oh, the last thing I heard before I went downstairs was Mikey keeps disappearing. I'm assuming you mean his avatar? I have it set up so that Mikey only poofs into being when he talks. And it's meant to look like he, his character is designed to be leaning back in his chair, so in my mind it's like he goes like he leans back and he's like, oh, hi guys! So now he's on the screen. That's how I feel about it. Aw, Doc got an ad. He said Amazon is doing this on purpose, I swear. They pick the exact worst times for these to happen. During the bathroom break? No. When the game's about to start again? Yes. Yeah.
But of course.
But of course. It'll be over.
How else is Jeff
in just
Bezos
20
going to
seconds.
buy? How else is Jeff Bezos going to buy the next city for him to dock his yacht in?
Ah, metaphors. And yes. Yes. Ugh. Dear God. But the ad's almost over. We got like 7 seconds left, so. Unless, you know, you don't got ads because you're subscribed. The ad break is over. Your community is back. Thank you, little ad break progress bar. It tells me when we have ads, so I know. Are these helpful?
OSDs might have the information you're looking for.
You've got this files? This could be even bigger than I'd hoped. Here, Commander, for your trouble.
I can get you. Either I can give her more or you owe me more money. Give me more.
What would my future cooperation be worth? Say, an interview when my investigation is
Oh,
over?
that doesn't seem all that good-natured.
You talk to me before you talk to anyone else? That would be worth quite a bit, and I'd be very happy to compensate you accordingly. Here you are.
Oh, future compensation.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I should go see what's on these discs.
Be careful.
Actually, it's totally fine. It's good that she offered that because what you're offering to Emily is exclusive access, which is great, especially since she's a muckraker.
Yeah, that is true.
So you're basically it's a tacit endorsement of her as well.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and it's basically for her at least it's a future guarantee because it's like, nah, I gave you money. Shit exchanged hands.
Emily Wong is a fan favorite. Oh, I'm surprised you didn't say anything about the little couple that's standing over there.
That cute little couple right there, I know. Oh, look at them. Oh, they're looking out at the damn, that's cool.
Beauty of the Citadel.
Yeah. That's gorgeous. I imagine if you were there in real life, though, you'd like just like all your instincts would be going, I don't like it. There are no windows. Oh God. Space. It's space. Anybody here want to talk to me? No.
You can talk to Dr. Michelle. See if she has
Oh yeah, see if she's got anything else. You're right. Oh, she's got patience now. There's a radio. Oh. You just turn that on. This will make you guys feel more at ease. Hi. I love that if you look at them from the camera for too long, they look at you because I looked at that Krogan and went, hi, and he just went, vroom, and stared at me. Hi.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from Tues Thurs, Commander.
Oh.
I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't been there.
I'm happy to help you.
I'm just glad you weren't hurt.
Me too. Now, was there anything you needed?
Yeah.
You're a doctor. How did you end up here on the Citadel?
Oh, we only have the one.
Brought me here when I was young.
Oh, that's the
My father
elevator
was a
music
medic with the
playing.
Alliance. I chose to keep the medical tradition alive, but not the military. Fixing up wounded soldiers isn't my idea of fun.
Let me take a look at what you have for sale.
Of course.
All right, let's see if she's got any. Oh, these are cool.
Very pricey, though.
Yeah, we cannot. Oh, that's cheap, actually. Microprocessors wired into a combat suit can monitor vital functions that release small, localized doses of medgel. Oh, it's a health regen.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And this is one of the more useful like things that you can get.
Oh yeah, and so then they rank
Look
up
at
higher.
how steep. Look at how steep that price increase is.
I know. Holy shit.
No, go from 3 to 4.
Oh my god.
That's like 17,000 credits.
I know. You know what? I'm actually gonna buy one of these for me because I keep dying. Thank you, ma'am. Let me go put this in my armor.
When did you die?
A lot. Remember?
No, I don't.
I've died a couple of times in combat. We've had to restart.
Oh, I think I only remember you dying once.
That's melee damage.
Doc says the Citadel is so damn pretty. I agree.
It
The
really
Citadel's
is.
great.
There we go. Aw, the lesbians are here.
That is a taboo that you will learn about later.
Oh, they don't believe in lesbians?
Well,
Oh, no.
no. By default, the Asari would have to be fine with lesbians. No, you'll see what I mean later.
Ah, the Asari do not believe in Asari couples. Interesting. Since I'm assuming that's what you meant, if it's not lesbians. They're secret male Asari, but they kill them. Alright.
Feast and his thugs.
Feast and his thugs.
That's a bit of a meme in the Mass Effect community.
Hello.
Best place on this ward to buy upgrades.
Okay. Good to know. Ma'am. I love the purposeful way he trundles. Bum, 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 bum. And that's Moreland. He sells weapons, I believe. And we got the licenses from him already, so we're good. And I'm assuming if we go to Korra's Den, it's basically empty now. Well, maybe it's not. Oh no, there's people in the hallway now, so I guess it's repopulated. Now that Fist is gone.
I find that hard to believe. There's no real proof.
Not yet.
Oh, there's Garrus.
But there's something going on in the Traverse. You'll see.
Maybe. But I've got runners going through there all the time, and they haven't seen a thing.
I thought you lost a ship out there.
I've lost ships before, but that's the only one I've lost out in the Traverse. It doesn't mean anything.
I wheeze when I'm scared. Oh, two of the strippers are out here on a break. And by strippers, I mean dancers. They aren't stripping. They're actually pretty clothed, all things considered.
Pretty clothed. They have assless... Well, I mean, they have chaps.
Yes, they have chaps and low-cut tops, but what I mean is, like, they've got, like, full sleeves, and their stomachs are covered, and their legs are almost completely covered. They just have a big hole on their crotch and their boobs. That's why I said, actually, they're kind of... Oh!
C-Sec always turned a blind eye to what went on in here. I think Fist was paying someone off. There's very serious crime in this arm of the wars. Maybe because the C-Sec Academy is so close by.
Nice.
You should talk to
Tali
as well.
Yeah, I was going to. It's just Garrus went,
Dancers are highly respected among my people, but I get the feeling these women are not held in high esteem.
I'm laughing at that and what Doc said. Doc said these women have the opposite of boob armor. Yeah.
As a person who has been friends with a person who did stripping on the side, I would hold them in high regard for two things. It requires talent. It also requires fucking muscle, man.
Yeah, have
Holy
you ever
cow.
seen... There's a reason that pole dancing has become an exercise that like, people do, guys and girls. And you can, like, go take classes for it at, like, gyms. Have you seen them? They are ripped!
Yeah, I don't...
The crowds, the action, it's great.
the people who are rude and disrespectful, they have no idea.
They're just mad because they can't do it.
Yeah.
Ah. I wonder if there's anything new back here. Probably not. All the boxes are gone. And this door is no longer... Oh, no. Hee-woo. Just in case, I guess, if you forgot anything, you could come back and get it.
You need dexterity and reach to be able to dance a pole, and flexibility. True.
Yeah, you do. Need a lot. I'm guessing you probably don't have anything for me.
Go away.
Nope.
Let me drink it, please.
I'm gonna throw up on my shit.
Not now. Much
Damn, she got a bubble butt.
I got business here, but not with you.
Sorry. That ceiling is so cool, though. Like, I love the decor in here. There's a weird sex pod on the ceiling.
Yeah.
I just looked up, I'm like that bubble, that's not a bubble, that's like a sex pod.
You know that one of there's a pod like that in the consort's.
Oh yeah, there is, isn't there? She had like a
office,
weird,
yeah.
I think I called it a weird sci-fi bed when we saw it. It's not,
Yeah.
it's a sex thing.
Well, not quite. It's more of like a AR entertainment bubble.
Mm-hmm.
But they're often used for that purpose. The
I
point
see.
of its inclusion in her office is to be suggestive, but not explicit.
I still can't get over that this Solarian and that Turian are smoking.
Yeah.
I guess humans, our contribution was we brought cigarettes to the aliens. Okay, we've done our loop of that.
It won't be the last time you see aliens smoking either.
I believe it. So I guess we can walk through CSEC, and then we'll have kind of gone everywhere. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it's a good thing that you're
Oh,
you're headed
save
down there because that's how you get to your ship.
Nice.
You scanned all of the keepers?
Yes, we scanned everybody.
Awesome. Nicely done. It's actually rare that people do that on their first go. Nicely.
Yeah, here they are. Yeah, well, part of it is because you warned me. You said, you know, you need to keep track of where they all are, and so I did. And then I tried to six-pack ab armor. Yeah.
Well, I'm proud of you. Just take the compliment.
I am!
Okay.
I'm also giving you credit because you're the one who warned me that I should do that.
Coming up in a report later today, Emily Young investigates corruption on the Citadel and uncovers a full-blown crime syndicate.
Cool. Good for her.
You did that.
I did. It was me.
You did that.
I was the turkey all along.
Guess what? While you're here, you can stop by at that vendor down in the the right.
I'm a
You will now
Spectre
have access to special Spectre items.
Oh boy. What was I gonna say? I had a brain fart. Oh, I was gonna say I hope that Emily is careful though, because we know this guy was connected to the Shadow Broker, and the Shadow Broker do not like when people fuck with their shit.
Well, keep in mind the Shadow Broker. She's going after Saren. Shadow Broker is was unhappy with Fist.
Yeah, because Fist had betrayed him to help Saren.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if anything, she put herself in the good graces of the Shadow Broker.
Oh yeah. Well, maybe she'll get another job later. Who knows?
Hello, Commander.
Hello.
Show me what you got.
Sounds good. Just let me set you up.
I like how...
Oh, this must be a mistake.
No.
System's telling me to offer you our select stock. Spectre? Well, I heard about that, but I didn't realize it was you. Sorry, Commander.
No problem.
Just show me what you've got.
I'll open the rare stocks for you, Commander. Enjoy.
He's like, oh!
Show me what you got.
Show me what you got. Alright, let's see what we got.
All that stuff is normal stuff. The stuff that the Spectre special stuff is up above. It's all that like.
Oh, all these guns.
Yeah, the.
Oh my lord!
But there's some of those powerful.
Oh, I believe it. Damn.
So when you don't worry, you'll be swimming in so much dough in the future that you're gonna be like, oh, I'll buy all four of these.
Yeah. Woo! Yeah, I figured. So far, the only things I bought were licenses and that one regeneration thing for my butt because I am squishy.
Yeah.
I am a squishy. Yeah. Ah, docking bay. That's probably where we need to go.
Yeah.
Let's have a quick little looky-loo up here and see if there's anybody with any fun quests for me in this portion of the room. Oh. Oh, ho, 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 ho.
And as you do, just take in the sights. That's my one of my strongest recommendations. Yeah, honestly, the best strat for that minigame is just to hold W and just move your mouse around, and it'll get in there.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was doing. I'm like, all right, I need to look for something that doesn't have anything blocking my way, and then I'll just hold down the button and pray.
Well, so here's the thing: is if you hold W down when you do that, it'll go so fast that if it bumps into something and resets, you'll almost immediately dart back to where you were.
Oh, cool.
So just like hold W and just move your mouse around until it gets in there. That's what I do.
We may have actually just found another quest. Person of interest. CSEC is investigating a woman named Helena Blake. There's no hard evidence against her, but if these reports are correct, she is a powerful criminal element on the Citadel. She was last seen near the Emporium on the Presidium.
You should head back up there and see if you can talk to her.
There it is. Person of interest. Let's see if there's anything else here before we go. I'm sure he has nothing to say. He didn't the last few times, but...
Hello, Commander.
Yep. Hi. Chelik, you got anything for me?
Good to see you, Commander.
Nope. I like your cool space lamp.
Thank you, Commander.
You're welcome. And these are the people who are tracking ships that are coming in. And there's nothing there. Cool. We can go.
Elcos 118, Vector Red, 45 Mark, 120. Burn for 5 kps.
Cool. God, this just makes me think... God, everything makes me think of B5. And Mass Effect makes me think of B5. And now I'm thinking of that episode the other day where they were trying to guide in I always want to call them the Centauri. They're not the Centauri. They're the ones who hate the Centauri.
The Narn?
Narn, thank you. Yeah, the Narn.
No, you don't want to go in there.
Not that
you
way.
Go up to the Presidium.
Yeah.
Because you want
thinking
to talk
of
to
like
Helena Blake.
Yeah. But like that one Narn freighter that came in and they were trying to guide him and then the system fucked up and they're like, just stay where you are. Don't do anything. If you move, you will die. We have to fix the thing. And the guy went, gotcha. And then part of his thrusters hit the ceiling and blew up. And they went, oh god. and I sat there and I'm like,
it's your fault.
Yeah! And then the ambassador and Pastor Zakar was like, oh, well that was your fault. And I'm like, bro. They're like, we just told him not to move. We told him, no, don't panic, don't move. It's the only way that we can get the thing to fix itself. And he went, sure, gotcha, and hit the ceiling. And they're like, well, it's because of you he panicked. I know he was cranky because he didn't have his magic religious weed plant, but like, damn, dude.
The Quarians endangered the entire galaxy when they let the Geth break free. I hope your people are properly contrite, Tali.
As the Turians are properly contrite for releasing the genophage upon the Krogan.
Bro, what?
You're assuming that sterilizing them was a mistake.
I'm sorry, you did that? Okay, so it's not naturally occurring. You did that, and also Garrus. I'm pretty sure that Tali is not single-handedly responsible for the entirety of the Geth. Dude! Oh, you're cute, but you need to think before you speak.
He's a young hothead. Give him time.
No kidding. He's to
still
go put his
underbaked.
head in a bucket. So she was somewhere here on the Presidium, it said. Just not where. Where was she located?
If you want...
in the financial
district. Yeah, so if
she's
you
at the
remember,
shops.
that's where that...
She's like here.
Dellen, I think his name is? Or
Yeah, Delenn.
Deleninder.
Yeah, Deleninder. My friends call me Delenn. I remember that because Delenn is Armin Bari ambassador.
I'm pretty sure it's Dellen, but yeah.
Dellen. Yeah, sorry, Deleninder, and my friends call me Delenn. Or Dellen. Everybody on this team is secretly a racist. Doc, I heard you were a racist, father. No.
Some characters deal with it better than others, though.
Mm-hmm. I see. Is that your way of telling me I shouldn't be too judgmental of Ashley?
No. That's not what I'm saying.
I should be more judgmental of other people. Got it.
Just keep in mind that there's a lot of tensions between the species in Mass Effect.
Yeah, I think the opening said, yeah, we read a thing that was like there was a war between humans and Turians, so we're kind of like, yeah,
like
on
a
edge
lot of
about
humans
that.
are kind of testy about aliens, yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of them are testy about us, and everybody's testy.
And then like the Quarian, not many like the Quarians because they blame them for the Geth.
Yeah.
Not many people like the Krogan because the Krogan are hotheads and violent.
Yeah.
And
yeah. Doc said, I mean, you shouldn't be so judgmental of Ash. At the very least, listen to her a little to at least understand her. I do plan to listen to her and let her say her piece. Even when characters turn out to be unlikable, that woman is still running frantically back and forth between these two stations. Every time she gets near one, she trips, and then she tries to overcorrect and runs the other side. It's very funny. Well, hello, Chaotic! Oh, Chaotic says, I am having a really rough evening tonight. Hello. Hi. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that listening to us talk about space politics will make you feel better. What was I gonna say? Uh-oh, I had a brain fart. Oh, hello. There you are. I was looking for her, and I spun my camera, and there she is. Clocked her. Ah, your mom's being a pain. I see. Oh, yes, that's what I was gonna say. I was like, I'm trying not to be judgmental of Ash, even though, she said that thing that made me go, Jesus Christ, Ash. Because, BioWare's usually pretty good at writing characters, even if they turn out to be like Anders is a great character, even if he turned out to be a fantastic twat. I still think he's a great character. He just, failed spectacularly. To anything, really, any goals he had in mind, he kind of failed. So yeah, I'll give her plenty of chance. I'm not going to do anything with her, and we'll see how she evolves over however many games she's in. I'm assuming she's probably in all of them. I'm assuming your whole party probably is. Unless this is one of those cases where it's like, they were, but now they have to go, so we can bring in new people, blah, 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 blah. Ashley is like a proto-Lizelle. Kind of like her in Baldur's Gate 3. I see. Anders is just a hidden failed
I don't know if I would compare them. I don't know if I would compare those two characters.
I think he means about how, she seems unlikable at first, but she's actually not. Because I don't get the same vibes as Lizelle. I know that Lizelle is nervous and hides her nervousness with, rage and anger.
Yeah, I guess you can say that they're prickly or very aggressive personalities are similar. It's just that their character arcs and the themes with their characters are very different.
Yeah. But yeah. I also am trying not to be judgmental of her because unfortunately Ash shares a name and nickname with a person that I knew back in college who was out of her ever-loving mind. You've heard me talk about her on stream before. Oh, boy, howdy. Well, hello!
Spectre?
Oh, she's looking to talk to me?
Hello, Spectre. I have a business proposition for you.
Good for you! How do you know me?
How did you know I'm a Spectre?
Word travels. Your name comes up in certain circles.
Does it now?
I'm acquainted with a pair of powerful crime bosses.
Oh!
They're hiding on remote worlds, and I have the coordinates. You could do the galaxy a favor.
What kind of defenses would these two have?
I haven't the faintest idea, but they're certain to be armed.
Her eyes are wild!
Their partnership's soured, and each believes that the other intends to kill him. They will be well prepared.
She looks like an evil Win. She looks like a grandma. Is this old lady propositioning us? Yes. This is a setup.
I eliminate them, and then you take over and try to eliminate me. How stupid do I look?
While I appreciate your estimation of my bravado, I have no intention of attempting to murder you.
I will successfully murder you.
You are the first human Spectre, and you are doing important work for humanity. I have no interest in red sand or slavery. Anyone who does deserves to die. Our needs are aligned.
I see.
What crimes did these men commit?
They're red sand dealers who make victims of their customers. Those who can no longer pay are sold to Batarians as slaves.
Ooh.
They're loathsome, hurting innocent people. They must be ended.
And what do you get out of this?
We share interests in certain cooperative ventures. But their business practices have forced me to terminate our relationship. Once they are dead, I will manage our organization in a more tasteful manner.
Interesting. On the one hand, I would be helping her accrue a more powerful crime empire, but on the other hand, she's not interested, at least she says she's not interested, in drugs or slavery. And those are two pretty abysmal things to do to people, especially since these two crime bosses have collaborated to do, get them hooked on drugs, and then when they can't pay anymore, sell them into slavery. That's fucking diabolical. So it probably would be good to get rid of them.
I agree.
I also am starting to figure out how BioWare does these quests, where they're like, it may seem like it would be evil to take this quest, but I'll give you many opportunities to un-evil the evil in this quest. So
or
even
at least it'll give you opportunities to change the outcomes.
Yeah. So even though from the setup that you told me, like, this is the good option, this is the renegade option, and this is the this without the buff, I don't think it's necessarily bad to be like, yeah, let's help this space mafia lady. This is Chaotic. Yeah, I think I will. Chaotic also said, you know, she said that really weirdly, like, I've no intention of murdering you. I'm not gonna kill you.
I mean, like, okay, like, I don't mean to speak on your behalf, obviously. You don't need me to do that, but I think it's good that women stick together. Women should stick up for fellow entrepreneurs.
So I should help a fellow girl boss, is what you're saying.
Yeah. I mean, you're a girl boss. FemShep's a girl boss. Helena Blake is a girl boss. Makes sense that you'd all stick together.
I see. You make a good point. You make a good point.
If they're as bad as you say they are, they need to be dealt with.
You've taught me well.
Excellent. Here are the coordinates. When these men are dead, I will wait for you at the third set of coordinates.
Let's gas.
Goodbye, Commander.
Let's gaslight gatekeep girl boss. Yes, slay. Different types of bosses, Mikey, but that's close enough. Escape on.
From a certain point of view, perhaps.
From a certain point of view. Just so people at home know, when we were having conversations with characters, I'm just absent-mindedly pinning my hair up. So right now, I've got my hair half braided and pinned up in a very odd way. I wish you could see it, but you won't.
I've seen it.
You've seen it. And you'll see it when we're done, because I'll turn my camera back on. But... So these are all off. These are all off planet, except for this. This is just, hey, you might see Conrad again.
Oh, yeah.
Eliminate the crime lords. They're in the Han system and the Dis system. And we've got places going to both.
We'll be returning to the Citadel again.
Yes. I assume so. If not here, then later. So we've done everything on the Citadel. I believe. That we can do for the moment. That we can do for now. Yeah. She is such a beautiful shade of amethyst. Oh my god, look at her. She's like a jewel. Let's go to the dock. The docking bay. Down in Seaside. Yeah. Oh, they're so pretty! I love their iridescent outline. This teal with the purple iridescence is so beautiful. I love it. That's kind of what the armor we had in Inquisition looked like, actually.
Yeah.
I run even though it does nothing but make me winded. Oh, love the color of that dress. It's so saturated. What a rich color. Oh, she tripped. She doesn't think we saw it, but we did. I'm sorry you tripped, ma'am. I won't tell anybody. Ooh. Very nice, very gothic. I like that instead of black, it's just a really dark purple. Very
For a
nice.
second, I thought you were talking about the car.
No. It is kind of a raspberry color, yeah.
I was like, what?
Car!
Oh, that's what you want to do to the... Sorry, I see.
Ooh. Sorry. Oh god. I got too excited about the car and I drew my firearm.
I spoke the truth and the gun comes out. I see how it is.
Chaotic says, I won't get any spoilers about Conrad, thank you. But he's something. So in short, I guess he's someone I would not want to meet in real life. From our one interaction with him so far, I suspect he could be pretty annoying, so... That's a cool-ass outfit.
In entertainment news, Francis Kitt has announced plans to direct Hamlet with
Still wanna see that!
The production will open dramatic theater to
I didn't mean to shove the camera into my butt, I'm sorry.
Elcor body language and pheromones. Kitt claims that he's also excited by giving a human audience the chance to judge Hamlet by his deeds.
Alright. Sorry to everybody who had to witness me seizuring the camera like that. Now we can depart!
Celebrations are being planned for the anniversary of the end of the Rachni Wars.
Hooray!
Many council
she's so
worlds,
excited!
particularly Asari and Solarian colonies, will hold victory parades to commemorate the defeat of the invading Rachni.
Cool. It's too bad they are dead. I would love to see one. Hello! Hello, Ambassador Ooh.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
Really?
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
You weren't being forced, right?
This isn't right. The Normandy belongs to you.
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
Why?
Come clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
Ah, we heard about that.
What happened?
I failed. I couldn't make the cut. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story.
Ah, now we can ask
For now,
him.
all you need to know is, I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me. I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
I won't let you down, sir.
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The conduit. He's got his Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharos system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
The Reapers are the real threat.
I'm with the Council on this one, Shepard. I'm not sure they even exist.
But if they do exist, the conduit's the key to bringing them back. Stop Saren from getting the conduit, and we stop the Reapers from returning.
Gotcha.
I'll stop him.
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording.
Oh, yes.
She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
I recommend starting there.
I was going to say, we're recruiting the enemy's daughter.
Hell yeah. This is like the... This
no
is...
wonder you can remember.
Yeah, really, really quick. I just want to say that this is basically the classic threat inverted of I'm going to fuck your mom or I'm going to fuck your dad.
I'm
Instead,
going to marry your daughter! You want to take over the universe? I'm marrying your daughter. I'll give her kids and she'll be a better mom than you!
parent you.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a better parent than you ever could have been. Like, that's like the opposite of that one meme of like, oh god, I forgot her name. That one girl who was getting harassed on shooter games, and finally she got ticked off enough that she like leaned close to me and she's like, I'm gonna go fuck your dad and give him a son he can actually be proud of. And that shut the dude harassing her the fuck up. He did not know how to reply to that, and I think that's amazing. That is still one of the best responses to somebody being a shit stain is, nah bro, I will go fuck your dad and I will become your mother and then I'll ground you. Alright, I'll start there, I think.
Sounds like we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
But your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
That's your job, sir, but I'll be careful. He's being a bit of a dick about it, but I also understand where he's coming from. This is literally his job to try and keep this from happening. Yeah, I know.
I'll try not to make things any harder on you, Ambassador.
Glad to hear it, Commander. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre.
I mean, I'm still a human, but I understand.
Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
He better get a mop to clean up Shepard's mess. It's chaotic.
You can chat with him.
Yes, Commander.
By the way, now.
Are you okay?
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing, but you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside, so be it.
Tell me what happened with you and Saren 20 years ago.
It's close to 20 years ago now. Ambassador Goyle was our representative here on the Citadel.
Mm-hmm.
Like Udina, she wanted to get a human into the Spectres. She chose me. The Council sent Saren to keep an eye on me and evaluate my performance, just like they sent Nihilus to keep tabs on you.
Why weren't you honest with me?
It's not something I'm proud of. I had a chance to become the first human Spectre, and I failed. Saren made sure of that.
Well, what happened?
I think I deserve the whole story.
We had intel on a rogue scientist being funded by Batarian interests. He was trying to set up a facility to develop illegal AI technology out in the Verge. Alliance intel had done all the work, but the Council wanted a Spectre involved. We compromised. I was assigned to help Saren in his investigation. We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an army of Batarian mercenaries. The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant, capture the scientist, sneak back out. Quick, quiet, and a minimum of bloodshed.
Yeah, well, I recall from the little bit of Andromeda that we played that people are very uneasy about AI, and I think that it's the whole Gep thing that's caused that. So I can see why they would have been like cracking down on anybody making AI. So what went wrong?
I'm guessing things didn't go as planned?
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, there was a massive explosion in the refinery core. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
How many casualties?
The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. The whole place was on fire.
Oh, God.
Black chemical clouds poured out into the atmosphere. Nobody inside survived. There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby. Between the fires and the toxic fumes, the final death count was over 500. Mostly civilians.
Christ.
Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated, mission accomplished, and I ended up taking the blame. That ended all talk of me joining the Spectres.
He blamed you?
Saren caused the explosion. How'd he pin it on you?
In his report, Saren accused me of blowing his cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for us. He claimed that's why it turned into a massacre.
Oh,
Saren's report was all the proof the Council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
I don't. I blame Saren. I think he wanted things to go bad. He was looking for an excuse to blow that refinery. Maybe he just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to make me look bad to keep humans out of the Spectres. If so, he pulled it off.
Why'd you let him get away with it?
Who do you think the Council was going to listen to? Me? Or their best agent? I had a bad feeling about him right from the start. I should have been more careful. Maybe I could have stopped things before they got out of hand.
The only thing I care about is stopping Saren.
You're right, Commander. It's no good living in the past.
Any extra intel
Tell
you
me
can give
about
on
all
our
of
colony
the
Theros?
stuff.
The entire planet used to be one giant Prothean city.
Oh.
Mostly ruins now. But some of the infrastructure is still intact.
That sounds
the
like a
colony
good place
tried to build
check.
on what the Protheans left behind. We lost all contact with them when the Geth attacked.
Mm-hmm.
What can you tell me about Novaria?
Novaria's trouble. Always has been. The whole planet's basically a center for corporations to conduct illegal research.
Ah.
Watch your back there, Shepard. Spectres are about the only form of Citadel authority Novaria respects. But they aren't popular.
That's bad.
What do you know about the Artemis Tau cluster?
Not much. I've never been there myself. A handful of systems with a few small, uncharted worlds, but no real colonies. Might not be easy finding Dr. Tassoni out there. My advice is to look for the world with the Prothean ruins.
Mm-hmm. I see.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
I'll be going.
By the way,
says...
I recommend... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, Chaotic said, I wonder where the Protheans are from. That's a good question. I don't know where their homeworld would be.
Prothea, obviously.
Haha! Prothea! Anyway,
Prothea.
What were you going to say, Mikey?
No.
Oh.
There you go.
The Normandy is amazing, Shepard. It's an honor to be among her crew. Quarians aren't too popular with Citadel security. They think we're all beggars and thieves.
I'm sorry.
The Normandy combines the best of Alliance technology and Turian engineering. It shows what we're capable of.
Oh, the Turians helped build this ship, did they?
Yeah, you can ask about that more, but with certain characters. But yeah, it was a joint project, an effort between the Alliance and the Turians to try and make nice.
Ah, I see. I looked at it. I don't need to scan you, but you're here. He's looking at the ship.
You look so sad.
He's like, oh man, is he taking a nap?
I kind of feel bad for him. You look so
Yeah,
sweet.
he is kind of. Well, he's got his little hands folded, so maybe he's sleeping.
I like their little backpacks.
I do too. They're so cute. They got little work vests on. I think he's taking a nap.
Oh, well, that's nice. Maybe he can take a little snooze.
It's hard to tell because I don't think they got eyelids, but I think he's napping because he looks like he's going like.
I mean, it probably tuckers him out keeping this entire station running.
I know.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, Chaotic says, yeah, it's a sign of cooperation between the Turians and humanity to try and bury the hatchet, in a sense. Yeah. Alright. Anything to do before we try to get on the ship? Oh, I can look at the weapons. Meow.
No. Unless you want to check out codexes that you might have unlocked.
Wrong button! Alright, let's have a looky.
The Asari were the second species to join the Citadel. The Solarians are warm-blooded amphibians with a hyperactive metabolism.
I like the picture they picked for him. He's like,
Solarians think fast, talk fast, and move fast. To Solarians, other species seem sluggish and dull-witted.
Oh.
Unfortunately, their metabolic speed leaves them with a relatively short lifespan. Solarians over the age of 40 are a rarity. The Solarians were responsible for advancing the development of the primitive Krogan species to use as soldiers during the Rachni Wars. They were also behind the creation of the genophage bioweapon the Turians used to quell the Krogan rebellions several centuries later.
So the Turians helped with that.
For their observational capability
they made it. The Turians
and
unleashed it.
non-linear thinking. This manifests as an aptitude for research and espionage. They are constantly experimenting and inventing, and it is generally accepted that they always know more than they are letting on.
I see. God, this announcer sounds so much like just the opening of the first season of B5. The way that they read their shit there. Chaotic says that they think that the picture is from gameplay of the first game when it was in development. They believe.
The Fitness Gram Pacer test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets more difficult as it continues.
Known for excessive politeness. They speak with scrupulous precision and take offense at improper language. Hanar that expect to deal with other species take special courses to help them unlearn their tendency to take offense at improper speech.
God, they'd hate talking to me.
All Hanar have two names.
That sentence alone probably would piss them off.
The face name is known to the world. The soul name is kept for use among close friends and relations. Hanar never refer to themselves in the first person in conversation with someone they know on a face name basis. To do so is considered egotistical, so instead they refer to themselves as this one, or the impersonal it. Their homeworld, Kaje, has 90% ocean cover and orbits an energetic white star, resulting in a permanent blanket of cloud. Due to the presence of Prothean ruins on the world, many Hanar worship them, and Hanar myths often speak of an elder race that civilized them by teaching them language.
Zeno said that jelly doll. We'll do the keepers last.
Driven from their home system by the Geth nearly 3 centuries ago, most Quarians
Hello.
now live aboard the migrant fleet, a flotilla of 50,000 vessels ranging in size from passenger shuttles to mobile space stations. Home to 17 million Quarians, the flotilla understandably has scarce resources. Because of this, each Quarian must go on a rite of passage known as the pilgrimage when they come of age. They leave the fleet and only return once they have found something of value they can bring back to their people. Other species tend to look down on the Quarians for creating the Geth and for the negative impact their fleet has when it enters a system. This has led to many myths and rumors about the Quarians, including the belief that underneath their clothes and breathing masks, they are actually cybernetic creatures, a combination of organic and synthetic parts.
And who would give a shit if they were? I mean, really. But, other than those people, we're just being racist. I can see how there could be a negative impact from, like, the fleet being in a system if it's really that many ships. 17 million people suddenly showing up on your planet is a bit of a problem. Because my first thought was, but wouldn't that be like, you know, that like your tourism board would just faint from joy? It's like, oh, we have 17 million tourists. They'd be like, oh!
Yeah, but like I guess like from their perspective, what's the alternative, right? Because like the Citadel won't help them get their world back. So what are they supposed to do?
Yeah. So I can see why on the one hand people be like, suddenly having 17 million people on our planet is a bit of a problem. Or I don't know, maybe there's a lot of garbage that gets left behind by a whole fleet jumping into your system. I don't know how that works. But at the same time, I feel like that would be great for tourism. But I guess when you're a bunch of angry, scared racists, that doesn't really help. Yeah, Chaotic says, the Krogan, the Solarians, and the Asari blame the Quarians for the Geth being literal murder machines. Somehow, actually, now that I look at them, their hat helmet combo, like this, I looked at this little face, this mask bit, and I was like, that looks kind of like a light bulb, and now I'm like, oh, the Geth are like kind of a light bulb in a little hood. They look kind of like the Quarians, actually. Let me see if I can get a...
The Geth are a humanoid race of networked AIs. They were...
Shush! They have the hood. That's actually kind of cool. That it makes it obvious that they look like they're,
In the early 2160s,
driven
from their home,
they look like their creators.
Evolved in a hostile and vicious environment.
I agree with Zeno, though. I think that's new.
Eaten by predators was still the #1 cause of Krogan fatalities. Afterwards, it was death by gunshot. When the Solarians discovered them, the Krogan were a brutal, primitive species, struggling to survive a self-inflicted
So they weren't
nuclear
the top
winter.
predator.
The Solarians culturally uplifted them, teaching them to use and build modern technology, so they could serve as soldiers in the Rachni War. Liberated from the harsh conditions of their homeworld, the quick-breeding Krogan experienced an unprecedented population explosion. They began to colonize nearby worlds, even though these worlds were already inhabited. The Krogan rebellions lasted nearly a century, only ending when the Turians unleashed the genophage, a Salarian-developed bioweapon that crushed all Krogan resistance.
Oh, God.
The genophage makes only 1 in 1,000 pregnancies viable.
Oh, God.
Today, the Krogan are a slowly dying breed. Understandably, the Krogan harbor a grudge against all other species, especially the Turians.
Yeah, I think they would be especially mad at the Salarians who made the weapon, but the Turians did unleash it, so... Damn.
They hate both of them.
Yeah. Oh my god.
The Krogans hate the Turians and the Salarians about equal.
I can see why.
When the Asari discovered the Citadel, they also discovered the Keepers, a docile, multi-limbed insect race that seemingly exists only to maintain and repair the Great Prothean Station. Early attempts to communicate with or study the Keepers were failures, and it is now illegal to interfere with or impede Keeper activity. Because they are completely non-threatening, Keepers have become virtually invisible to everyone else. Similarly, they seem indifferent to other species, except for their tendency to help new arrivals integrate themselves into the Citadel. No matter how many Keepers die due to old age, violence, or accident, they maintain a constant number. No one has discovered the source of new Keepers, but some hypothesize they are genetic constructs. Biological androids created somewhere deep in the inaccessible core of the Citadel itself.
I feel like that is probably the case, just looking at them. Plants locations, weapons, armor, and equipment.
Combat hard.
Blah, blah, blah. No.
Biotics is the ability of rare individuals to manipulate dark energy and create mass effect fields. An artificial intelligence is a self-aware computing system capable of learning and independent decision-making. Creation. A virtual intelligence is an advanced form of user interface software.
Okay.
It's important to understand the difference between those two.
I see.
AIs are sapient and self-aware.
Yeah, I'll read this one then.
Okay.
An artificial intelligence is a self-aware computing system capable of learning and independent decision-making. Creation of a conscious AI requires adaptive code, a slow, expensive education, and a specialized quantum computer called a blue box. An AI cannot be transmitted across a communication channel or computer network without its blue box. An AI is no more than data files. Loading these files into a new blue box will create a new personality. Okay, so basically when an AI is made, it can't be moved.
No,
or at least the way we make them. They will generate a new personality if they do, basically. As variations in the quantum hardware and runtime results create unpredictable variations. The Geth serve as a cautionary tale against the dangers of rogue AI, and in Citadel space they are technically illegal. Advocacy groups argue, however, that an AI is a living conscious entity deserving the same rights as organics. I would agree. They argue that continued use of the term artificial is institutionalized racism on the part of organic life. I disagree! They are literally built by humans and other organic life. The term synthetic is considered politically correct. Okay. I guess that's fair as per. I feel like that's like picking at an issue that isn't really the issue right now, because there's nothing you can do about the rest of this, so.
Biotics is a
virtual intelligence. A virtual intelligence is an advanced form of user interface software. VIs use a variety of methods to simulate natural conversation, including an audio interface and an avatar personality to interact with. So they're basically ChatGPT. Although a VI can provide...
They're a large language model, basically.
Yeah. So they're an LLM. Although a VI can provide a convincing emulation of sentience, they are not self-aware, nor can they learn or take independent action. VIs are used as operating systems on commercial and home computers. Minimal VI agents are also available. Agents are compact and specialized. Some serve as personal secretaries, filtering calls and scheduling meetings based on user-defined priorities. Others are advanced search engines, propagating themselves across the extranet to collate user-requested data. Commercial VIs and a variety of stock personalities are available at any software retailer. Boutique firms and hobbyists also build unique VIs personal specification. Although software emulation of living personalities is illegal, reconstructions of famous historical figures are common. Alvina is basically the Asari chat GPT. Yeah. Okay, so we know the difference.
Pharos is a habitable world in the Attican
I guess we'll hear
Beta
about
cluster. 2/3 of the habitable surface is covered with the ruins of a crumbling Prothean megatropolis. In the millennia since the Prothean extinction, the ruins have been repeatedly picked over by looters many times. Pharos was considered a poor prospect for colonization, as little open ground remains for agriculture. The only sizable freshwater sources are the poles, which are tapped by the decaying Prothean aqueduct systems. The dead cities, while in good condition considering their antiquity, are of uncertain stability. Ground level is congested by a dozen meters of fallen debris, and the air is fouled by dust. In 2178, the Human Exogeny Corporation announced its intention to place a permanent colony on Pharos to thoroughly explore the ruins. The pioneer settlement was placed on the upper levels of several intact skyscrapers, using the surviving Prothean aqueducts and rooftop hydroponic gardens to support the population.
I'm a big proponent of rooftop hydroponic gardens. I think that green cities are the way to go. Plants everywhere. Thank you and goodbye.
Noveria is a cool, rocky world with most of its hydrosphere locked up in massive glaciers. A privately chartered colony world, the planet is owned by the Noveria Development Corporation Holding Company.
Doing creepy shit.
The NDC is funded by investment capital from 24 high-technology development firms and administrated by an executive board representing their interests. The
So it's a
investors built
corporal
remote
planet.
hot labs in isolated locations across Noveria's surface. These facilities are used for research too dangerous or controversial to be performed elsewhere, as Noveria is technically not part of Citadel space and therefore exempt from Council law. By special arrangement, Citadel's special tactics and reconnaissance agents have been granted extraterritorial privileges, but it remains to be seen how committed the Executive Board is to that principle. Given its unique situation, it is understandable that Noveria is often implicated in all manner of wild conspiracy theories.
I see. And the Uncharted
There
worlds.
are between 200 and 400 billion
Oh, the Attican
stars in the
Traverse, then.
galaxy, and less than 1% of them have ever been visited or had their systems
Noveria
properly
is
surveyed.
New York, but a whole planet.
Humanity's early expansion into the Attican Traverse was haphazard. A desperate race to claim habitable planets where populations can be economically settled. Ignored in the wake of this land grab were thousands of less hospitable worlds, each potentially rich with industrial resources. The wealth of entire solar systems lies untapped, waiting for corporate survey teams or independent pioneers to discover and exploit them. However, this is not an easy task. In addition to the environmental hazards, the fact that uncharted worlds are largely ignored makes them popular bases for criminals, revolutionaries, cults, and others who wish to remain unnoticed by galactic society.
I see. And we've got like a whole bunch of secondary ones. But that's for later. Alright. Are you guys ready to set off? I'm assuming we go this way. Aha! Hey. Mikey, are you ready? I said, Mikey, are you ready?
Yee.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
That's my voice. And by my, I mean Shepard. That's Shepard's voice
Heard
as
what
the
happened to
computer.
Captain Anderson.
Hey, Joker.
Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics.
Yeah.
Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Feels weird not having him here.
Captain Anderson should be the one in charge. It's like I'm stealing the ship from him.
Yeah, the captain got screwed. But it's not like you could have stopped it. Nobody's blaming you. Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
Oh, the ad started? Okay, I'm sorry, guys. Oh well. Well, I'll be on.
Wait for the speech.
That's true. I'll wait for the speech. We will have to wait 30 seconds for the speech. So, Mike, how's whatever you're doing going? Doing good?
I'm in the process of grabbing clips for the thing. So, it's very Mass Effect-y.
So you're doing Mass Effect things that I can't know about. Got it.
Yes, I'm doing various clandestine, hidden Mass Effect things.
I see. The ad is over. Are you guys ready for a speech? Here is my speech.
This is Commander Shepard speaking.
We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy.
For too long, our species has stood apart from the others.
Now it's time for us to step up and do our part for the rest of the galaxy. Time to show them what humans are made of.
Wherever Saren goes, we'll follow.
Wherever he searches for the conduit, we'll be there. We will hunt him to the very ends of the galaxy and bring him down.
Humanity needs to do this.
Not just for our own sake, but for the sake of every other species in Citadel space.
Oh, Ashley's hanging out with the two aliens. I guess she's figuring it out.
We will stop him.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
The Captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
Yes, ma'am.
Not gonna let my space dad down. Yeah, 4 Paragon points. Chaotic said it'd be really funny if Shepard fumbled that speech. Yeah. But thankfully we didn't. That is not the right button. There we go.
Commander, something you need?
Yes. How's the ship
How's
doing?
the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. It takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
What disease?
What are you talking about? Are you sick?
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic. But I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you know, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
Chaotic said, all I hear is Chris Griffin from Family Guy. And Zeno said, you know, somebody's got a chip on their shoulder. Joker rocks. I see. That is very funny. I feel bad for him having brittle bone disease, though. Youch. It's okay, Joker. I got a cat with a funky leg. Well, 2 funky legs and a funky butt. How'd you get the nickname?
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
Uh-huh.
I was just thinking how much you remind me of Santa Claus.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
It's like you said, Mikey, they never, you don't get to pick your nickname in the military. Everyone picks it for you, and it's usually off of a joke.
Or like something that you're known for, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy. Even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
This feels rude, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
I need to know more about this Rolex syndrome if I'm putting my ship in your hands.
Yeah, of course you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows
I have
exactly
to exhaust all options, I'm sorry!
Genetic, maybe. It's treatable, but there's no cure. They classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures, hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb. 100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
Say. Yeah, Zeno said military nicknames and call signs are usually very embarrassing.
Yeah, I mean, they're not always undeserved.
Yeah! God, I'd probably get one like Chatterbox or something because I don't fucking shut up. Maybe his mom or his grandpa had that disease. He could be, yeah. It sounds like it's genetic.
You're not gonna break a bone trying to fly the ship, are you?
I don't fly with my feet, Commander, so I'm fine as long as I'm in this chair. I gotta be real careful when I get up to take a piss, though. I can do my job as well as anyone on the ship. Better, actually. So don't worry about it.
I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable. Let's talk about something else.
Whatever you want, Commander.
So I've seen somebody talk about something, or a call sign that they knew somebody got.
I have to go.
Alright, see you.
We shouldn't say break a leg to Joker! Oh god, you're right.
Nice. And this is kind of bad because it's I've seen somebody say that somebody in their unit in boot camp had a stutter.
Oh.
You want to know what his call sign was?
Was it Porky Pig?
No.
Okay. No, what was it?
Remix.
Oh no! That's kind of a cool nickname though.
It is cool, but also
that it comes from not a great spot, but Chaos says honestly, Remix isn't that bad for like a nickname in general as long as you don't know where you got it.
True. It's not the worst, but the fact, like, man, where it comes from is pretty bad.
At the same time, I guess the vibe I get from it is that it was like a playful, like, we're buddies nickname. Like, given in a... Yeah, Zeno says I could think of a worse one for a stutter. That's why I, like, hesitantly said Porky Pig, because he's the only, like, cartoon character I know of that's got, like, a significant stutter that's, like, part of his character. I'm like, oh no, they didn't call him Porky, did they? Right. Hello, Mr. Presley! Mr. Parsley?
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
You're on our side, you know.
We're all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, ma'am, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
I'm in charge here, Presley. I decide if we have non-humans on this vessel.
Yes, ma'am. Understood, ma'am.
Damn Skippy. I can just bother him about it again.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
I got 2 Renegade and 2 Paragon because I picked both options.
Another one that I've heard is a fighter pilot who was known for, like, snacking, like eating a bunch of snacks, and they named him Famine.
Oh my god, Famine's also a like, they come from bad places, but these nicknames in a vacuum are fucking sick.
Well, that's the thing, right? Most call signs in isolation sound cool until
and then you find out where they're from, and you're like, oh, well, shit. Oh, Chaotic said that's his name. I thought it was Pinky. I mean, he's pink and he's a pig. Yeah, his name is Porky Pig. I'm trying to remember if there is a Pinky Pig. I don't think so. I know that there's Pinky from Pinky and a Brain, but he's a mouse. It's better than calling somebody Chris P. Bacon. Yeah.
Porkins.
Yeah, Porkins. I know there's Peter Porker, who is the Spider Ham from the various Spider-Man comics. Let's have a little looky. Oh, wait. Is that a different room back there? Hold on a minute. This is a room, right? Ah! An FTL comm link. So this is where if we're having big meetings with everybody, I'll sit in these chairs with these cool, alien movie wall things and have a talk. I see. It's our meeting room. I remember when you were playing, oh god, what game is it? The one with the aliens, and it was just, like, so many games. Oh my god. The one where you're the commander and the aliens are invading the Earth and you have to build a little bunker underground? And you can
XCOM?
XCOM, thank you. I remember when you were playing XCOM once that you made a, that you made characters based off of me and the rest of... Oh, Pinky Pig is Porky Pig's cousin? There actually is a Pinky Pig? That's cool! Thank you, Zeno, for finding that out. That's cool. I did not know that. But, what was I gonna say? Oh, I remember when you were making some of the characters, you made them based off of, like, me and our friends, and the call sign that Mike gave me was Scribbles. I think that's such a cool name. Oh, apparently he showed up in some of the old shorts from the 30s. Oh, Zeno says that's a cute nickname. Alright, let's see. This was the room that... Tues said there's a personal manual? Where? Oh, personnel manual. And then there's a little cot back here. Got a codex. Here we go. I like that it's always worth grabbing the codexes because you get some experience. I wonder... Can I see everybody? Oh no, just me. Okay, and I have no new points to spend. Gentlemen. Sleeper pod. What a sleeper pod. Take a nap in that, I guess. Kaden! We'll check in with everybody, fly to where we need to go, and then we'll do a save. Hi.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
I see. Tactical appraisal?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I don't see how we could have done things any better. At least not without getting to Eden Prime sooner. And we were on the scene faster than any other Alliance ship could have been.
Thank you.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
He seems a little tense. I have a locker? Ooh. I already have that. That's more damage. I feel like I should give that to Garrus. That is not as good. Alright. I'll give that to Gare Bear when we see him. I'll see you in a moment, Dr. Shakwas! Just want to see if there's anything in here. No. Hello!
The crew's lives are in your hands, Shepard. Try to take good care of them.
Nothing new. Got it.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Bye-bye. I like her.
Yeah,
she's nice.
I do recommend checking in on everybody. That's for sure.
Yeah, I figure if it's anything like Andromeda, or rather Andromeda is anything like this. People call her Dr. Chocolate. Nice. Slow. Oh! Garrus spun around to pretend that he's working. I'll talk with you in a second, sir. Let me see what's back here first. I believe this is the engine room? Yes. Tally! Hello.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian, Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board.
I had a
she'll know
feeling.
more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You got an eye for Tally, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Oh, I couldn't really talk to him before. Let's find out.
Fill me in on the IES stealth system. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
So basically we're invisible then.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space.
Yeah.
Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
And I'm guessing FTL will give us away because we have to turn the engines on. If you romance Garrus, you will find out why people call her Dr. Chocolates. I see. Chaotic goes, who'd look out a window these days? I don't even think the Normandy's got windows aside from the front.
Why doesn't it work with faster-than-light travel?
Cranking up the FTL blue shifts our emissions. Pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
Nice. Yeah, Xeno said, wait, you don't want to see the stars? I want to see the stars. I think that for the first couple of days on the ship, I'd probably have the, the curtains drawn over them because it'd scare the shit out of me every time I looked out the window and saw the void. But once I calmed down, I think that I would probably have them open all the time. I'd love to just look out the window and be like, damn, that's space. Although I suppose I might find it to be a bit disappointing considering that all of those really beautiful, colorful pictures of space that we've got have all been color shifted so that we can see shit that we can't see with our eyes. So it'd basically be mostly void and some stars. And I'd be like, oh. Well. What's up with the Normandy?
I want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on. Probably the fastest vessel ever designed. And she's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
I'm concerned about the fact that it's called Tantalus. I know that myth.
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Why is it called that?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, but we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
That doesn't tell me why it's called that.
Where else have you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
I see.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Tally! Hello!
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
Doc said, perhaps it's called that so that the ships are always tantalizingly close. I also agree with Zeno. Tally is very cute. This is a special ship, actually.
The Normandy's a prototype, cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
That's great. I feel like this is actually... I really hate how limited the romance options are in ME1. Yeah. Well, I try to give first in a series games a pass. You know, kind of like what we were discussing earlier with the limited clothing and species options that they've got. They've tried to put as much as they could into the universe here, but there's only so much you can fit in an older game. Like, this looks great, but keep in mind that this is the Legendary Edition. This is the remaster. So this looks like fucking gorgeous. And I'm sure that it did at the time too, but you can tell with the original graphics how this was, you know. Yeah, Legend plus some mods. Exactly. Yeah. We've got some texture and lighting mods, and we've got an expanded universe mod, which just makes sure that like future models and options are available for the computer to pick from when it makes like NPCs in the background. That's why earlier the lady we were talking to was wearing a different outfit than what she normally would be.
I can answer the question more in depth really quick if you want.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So we have project, the diversification project, which
that's what it's called.
Introduces a bunch of or increases crowd sizes and introduces a bunch of changes to the crowd compositions, like female aliens, for example, which were not included simply because of the RAM limitations for the original Xbox 360. It also makes some slight cinematic tweaks to make things align more with more consistently with the lore of the game. So, for example, there's some scenes that are changed where like a certain alien is present when they're referred to, just as an example. We also have a lighting overhaul, which actually changes the lighting from the more neutral lighting of the remaster back to the original kind of moody lighting of what the original game looked like, as well as a texture overhaul that largely just increases fidelity and diversity of textures while remaining faithful to the vision of the game. So there's nothing major changing the actual experience other than just improving the vision.
Chaotic said, says, I do something similar to Dragon Age Origins and 2. I use mods to improve the feel of it and make it more like Inquisition and a little bit of Veilguard.
Yeah.
Give me just a moment. The kitty is hungry. She's come to me for food. Light ASMR as I scrape the food out of the can into her dish. Sorry about that. It's right near the microphone, but I don't have any access room right now. Cringe box 360. And Chaotic said, Xeno went, it's ISIS. Oh, Xeno has redeemed Hanabi. Oh, Hanabi's going away then. Okay, hold on a second. Hanabi has been dismissed. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, I hear Hanabi.
Goodbye, honey. Goodbye, Hanabi. Actually, we might hear Hanabi at some point. Hanabi has been doing... Oh, and Stretch. I see. Hanabi's been wandering around singing the song of her people, and she may come to the door and cry when she realizes that there's been food unleashed in here. Let's stretch. There we go. You're into ships?
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being
Beverage!
The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
Jesus.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
That'd be terrifying!
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work.
It's a ship of Theseus
situation. We try to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla, grow our own food, mine and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
Actually, now that she's mentioned that, when the camera pops back to her in a second, I've noticed that there's some patchwork stuff about her outfit. Like, each of her sleeves is different.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and
she's got a bunch of bullets, I think, strapped to her arm.
Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival.
That's actually a pretty tiny population.
The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births, though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
I looked this up, and this number is from 2024, so it's not been done this year. But to give you an idea of how few Quarians that is, she said there were 17 million of them. In the United States are 340 million people. So that is less than a quarter of the population of the U.S.
Yeah.
By a sharp margin.
Yeah.
Sorry, you said you want to know? What to know?
Yeah, I was going to say you want to know what the population of the Quarians was prior to the Morning War?
How many?
Really quick. I'm going to pull up the exact number.
Because right now on Earth, we've got about 8 billion people. Doc said 17 million Quarians, you say. Yeah, that's how many they've got in the flotilla, which seems like a ton of people until you realize that that's all their species has left. Unless they've got, like, some hidden colony somewhere. But they don't even have the resources to make a colony. That's crazy. Like, damn. Kadek said, wow, you can't have too many children. China is much more lenient by comparison. They used to allow 2 children per family. Yeah. But people always ended up having more because, unfortunately, culturally speaking, they viewed a son as more, oh my goodness. They viewed a male child as far more valuable than a female child. Which is why, for the longest time, if you were to adopt someone from China, like a child from China, they would be a girl, most likely. Yeah, Zeno said they're also having the opposite problem now. But sorry, go ahead, Mikey.
The population of 17 million is less than 1% of the pre-Morning War population.
Oh.
So the Geth annihilated over 99% of the Quarians.
Oh,
this is a fact that a lot of people overlook. So, you know, with that, I think it's a little more understandable why the Quarians would feel the way that they do.
Yeah.
That is a trauma. I don't care what the reason for it was. That is absurd.
I'm guessing I will understand that when we learn more about the Geth and the Quarians as time goes by, but the fact that there is, like, a single % of their population left and the whole universe, like, hates them now when the Geth killed 99% of them is, like, crazy.
Yeah, you can imagine what that would do to a culture.
Yeah. Zeno says, I have complicated feelings about the Geth versus Quarian conflict. I'm guessing, like I said, I'll know more about it as we go on, but I'm guessing the way that BioWare likes to do things is it'll probably be one of those scenarios where I'll be like, oh, it's fucked on all sides. Got it. Alright, conclave time.
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
You're Democrats, you say?
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials?
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
I was gonna say, that's actually really well thought out, both on the part of the Quarians and the people who wrote the lore. Like, damn. That's really cool, actually. That they're like, alright, we give you the ability to have absolute power to change a thing, to, like, make a ruling, regardless of what anyone wants, but once it's done, you retire immediately. Done. Absolutely. It actually reminds me a little bit of how wartime Rome was supposed to function, because that's when you ended up with an emperor, and when shit was done, the emperor was supposed to retire, but then Caesar happened, and Caesar went, I don't feel like retiring, and everyone went, what? And he went, yeah, I don't feel like it. And they're like, nobody's ever done this before. And then everything went exciting from there, but you know. Doc said, ironically enough, the Quarians are still better off compared to Jewish history from which they were based, because they at least have a unified place where they all coalesce, which is the flotilla. I suppose that makes sense. Well, it's kind of like... Oh my goodness. It's like a combination of Jewish history and, like, the Romani. I can see hints of both in their designs, too. What's up with the Geth?
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins. What they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Tell me.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
Isn't that illegal?
How come the Council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. 1 million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
Neural network, huh?
So the Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic
I think we heard about this
were
earlier.
designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
So it's like a hive mind then.
So there's some sort of group consciousness.
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
I see. Why did they turn on you?
What made them rebel?
As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
I don't see what's so bad about those questions.
The Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual labor. That's fine for machines, but it won't satisfy a sentient being for long. The Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought. If the Geth were intelligent, then we were essentially using them as slaves. It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
Hey, you can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of
And the
revolution.
Citadel would have freaked out, I
By acting
think.
quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exile searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
I feel like both of these are not right to say. I actually agree. I agree with Doc. He said it feels like neither had a choice, really, at least if you're just taking Tally's story as fully. Yeah, it sounds like they panicked and they went, oh shit, the council's gonna kill us. We need to shut them down. And the Geth went, what? And tried to protect themselves.
I want to know more about the
Oh, it feels like there was no good way out of that.
When reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Uh-huh. Do they always
Can a
accept?
captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when a gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
I see. That's potentially dangerous.
I can't believe they just send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker than most.
Actually, that would explain a lot.
By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all Quarians. If it were dangerous, our numbers would suffer. Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
I see.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I believe we looked at everything. Yes, we did.
I should go.
I got 2 more people to talk to. We had a lot to learn from her, but, you know. Alright. So we got, I lied. We have Ashley, we have Garrus, we have Rex, Tally's locker. Rex, oh, this is how you change all of their equipment when you're down here. Oh, I say. Ashley.
Commander?
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duties squared away. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Kinda wish you'd got there sooner, Commander. No offense, I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
We came as soon as we got the distress call, even with the fastest ship in the fleet.
You did the best you could, Commander. It's my fault. If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
We never trained to fight synthetics. The Geth haven't gone beyond the Veil in 3 centuries.
Our training's supposed to make us able to adapt. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
See.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am?
Oh, Chaotic says, well, what if the child dies before getting whatever they need to pass their pilgrimage? Tally doesn't really talk about that. Well, I mean, she said that they send them with, like, lessons and gifts and whatever, and that it's almost always returned that way, you know, in that and she does have a good point when she says, you know, if it was like so dangerous that it's like you're gonna die if you go out there, that they probably wouldn't send them. But yeah.
Nice ship you've got, Shepard. What can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story.
Damn, why are your hips like that?
Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
Can I just have a short one?
You Krogans live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
Garrus over there on the other side of whatever that thing there is. Oh no, he's looking at it. Garrus over there. That sucks.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
It isn't?
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
Okay, sorry.
Sorry, Rex. I wasn't trying to get you upset.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago.
Oh.
The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
So long, Rex.
Oh.
Shepard.
Why didn't you ask questions?
I goofed.
Shepard.
There we go.
Are your people really dying?
I thought it was a response.
Sure not getting any stronger.
Alex turned into a goat for a second. Yeah, I went, eh.
None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight.
Oh.
So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
I can't point to it with my mouse because I'm stuck on the wheel. But when he opens his mouth, have a look. They've actually got teeth a lot like humans do. They have two sort of sharpish canines, but all the rest of their teeth are flat. Which just reminds me of the of what the little blurb in the Codex about them said. That up until they invented guns, eaten by a predator was the most common cause of death for a Krogan. So they were a prey species. And the fact that their teeth are like that tells me that they're omnivorous and that they probably started out as herbivores, kind of like humans did. Excuse me. It wasn't until we figured out how to cook meat that we ended up becoming omnivores. And it's what is the word I want? Oh my god. But scientists usually credit that with how we oh my god. They usually credit that with the reason why we suddenly got more intelligent, because more protein is more energy. It also contributes to increasing brain size. So humans got a lot smarter when we started eating meat. Now we're smart enough that we can make meat in a laboratory and we don't have to kill animals no more. If we want, I suppose. But yeah, that means that these guys, when I called them little turtles, I wasn't wrong.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected, every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? To ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
That's why he's given up. He thinks that there's no hope for them.
So long, Rex.
I'm sorry, Rex.
Shepard.
As you get to know more, you'll learn more about it, too.
Why
he feels the way that he does.
If I get too close, it disappears. There we go. Gare Bear?
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Oh?
Have you worked with the Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way.
He's so plucky and eager!
Rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
Is it really that bad?
For the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
Maybe. But sometimes it feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it. But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
I can see why you'd be frustrated, Garrus, and there are some situations in which attempting to get your job done, not just specifically law enforcement, but like in general, there's a lot of places where there's a bunch of nonsensical bureaucracy that's really just there to slow people down. But, that being said, it matters very much how you finish your job, Garrus, especially when you're working in law enforcement, because if not, you end up like Saren, who said, well, I feel like I'll stop the perp, I'll blow this building up. 500 people are dead, but the bad guy's gone. Yeah. Chaotic said, you're given the rules, but you can bend within the rules to get, get the job done. Yeah, you can. He do hate it, but bureaucracy does exist for a reason. Yeah, it does. Doc is correct as well. Yeah. we hate it. He hate it and we hate it. Bend it like Beckham? I don't know what that means, Who's Beckham? He hate me. I see.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
Ah, I see. So it was stuff like Saren. Oh, David Beckham, a famous soccer guy. Oh, that's why I don't know who that was. I don't really watch sports. I was always a person who would much rather play a sport than watch it, so I never really got into any like sports teams or anything.
Yeah, Alex not a sport ball kind of gal.
Yeah, I don't watch sport ball. I play sport ball. If you're like, you want to go play soccer, basketball, baseball, football, I'll be like, fuck yeah, let's do it. But if you're like, you want to watch it, I'll be like, please, I will die. I find it so boring. I don't know if that's the ADHD or if I even didn't have it, that I'd be pissed. What sports did I play? I was on a soccer team for a while when I was younger. Alex Sakroga, not a Turian, got it. Yeah, kinda. I tried to join the football team in middle school, but they wouldn't let me. Because they didn't have a girls team, so. He married Victoria Beckham from the Spice Girls. Oh, I always knew the Spice Girls by their screen names, by their aliases, so I don't know which one that is. Well, my teams let girls join when I played. Yeah, they didn't let me. I found out years later that they now have a girls' football team, but they didn't then. They were like, oh, you should do, like, track. But I ended up not being able to because my parents were always busy. I tried band for a bit. I tried chorus, but nobody could ever bring me to any of the shows, so I just ended up not. She was Posh Spice? Ah, I see. So, yeah. Mostly I just played sports at camp. I got real into archery. It's still one of my favorites. I haven't had the ability to do it in a while. I need a new bow. I still have my old one, but it's not strung anymore. The string got worn down, but I still have the bits. If I get a new string, I could restring it.
Yeah, one of the critical things that I was looking for in a partner was a partner that could defend me and also hunt animals. And thankfully, Alex can do both.
There are some people who say that having ADHD is a holdover from hunter-gatherer, since we tend to not like sitting still, and we tend to also stay up at night. Damn, CCC is just like Kagome. Yes. Does this mean that Mike's Inuyasha? I don't think so. Mike isn't an irritable ass.
No, I'm more of the damsel that stays behind to build the village and tend to the children.
Oh, Hanabi's coming back. Hold on a minute. Hanabi's been redeemed. Boop. She's back. Mikey is not a cat demon, I assume. No, Mikey is not a cat demon. The only cat demon... Hanabi, I choose you. Yes! The only cat demon in the house is Hanabi and her haunted booty. And yes, Inuyasha is a dog demon. The first part of his name... Actually, his name literally is Dog Demon. We have Inu, which is dog, and Yasha, and Yasha is a demon. Or a spirit. Haunted booty. Oh, yes. Hanabi, it's hard to see her in her little model on my... Is she blowing up in there? No. As you can see in the picture, she's got a little diaper on. Hanabi was born with something called Manx syndrome. It is derived from the Manx cat. The Manx breed of cats are born without tails. So Manx syndrome is when the cat body attempts to not have a tail, and they end up with like she's got a very stubby poof tail. The vertebrae of her tail didn't fully develop, and unfortunately neither did the bones in her hips and legs. So her back legs are wobbly. One of her feet is sideways. It's less sideways now because we've been working on it, but her tendons in her legs are kind of limp and wobbly, so she's got swimmer leg. And she also has incontinence issues. So that's why she wears a diaper all the time. Oh no, I'm a cry. Sad face. Oh, it's okay. She's alright. She's very perky, very energetic, very friendly. Bright-eyed and curious. It's just every day she has to have 2 baths. She has a bath in the morning and a bath at night, and she gets changed. And every once in a while, she gets constipated, and then she's gumpy. So she gets Miralax with her food every day. But on the whole, she's had very few medical issues. She's just had to go in a couple of times for infections, but that was part of the learning process and figuring how much she needed to be cleaned. So every once in a while, I say her butt's haunted. It'll be less haunted soon. She's gonna get spayed, so then she won't be out in the hallway singing the song for people and trying to hit on all the female cats in the house, because she's also a lesbian. But yeah. Decision, Garrus. Thank you for listening to me about my cat, good sir.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this. And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
I mean, that depends on what your way is. As Dina said, I'd be grumpy too if I had a haunted booty. Yeah. I guess that depends.
If getting the job done means endangering innocent people, then no. We get the job done right, not fast. Got it?
I wasn't trying to. I understand, Commander.
Oh. We'll see if he has more to tell us in a moment. Zeno says, is it just me, or is Garrus surprisingly smoochable? He does look very smoochable. He's got like a space cat face. I know he's a dinosaur or like a bird.
Commander, good to see you.
Oh, he's got nothing else to say. Got it. Alright, well then I guess that means we're all done with that. But Garrus does have a little smoochable kitty face. It's the nose and the mouth flaps that make it look like he got a little kitty face. And it also reminds me of all the photos I've taken of any of my cats, especially Hanabi, looking up where they have that tiny part in their mouth and it makes it look like they're going, oh. Kitty dinosaur, yeah! And he's got fringe like a cockatiel. I wish they had feathers. I think it would be so funny if when they were surprised, the Aturian's crest went whoo! Up in the air like a cockatiel. That'd be so funny. Just walk over, give him a kiss, and his fringe goes... Do you have anything I might want?
Supplies?
Oh, yeah.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Let's see, all those licenses got us a whole bunch of stuff. Yep, and here's our Spectre gear. So we have a bunch of, like, light stuff, some normal shotgun stuff. What is this? So we can get a new... Oh, it's for melee. I guess. Oh, Krogan armor. See. Medium armor for humans, shotguns, pistols, a metagel upgrade, grenade upgrade, and that's it. Okay, cool. Thank you, sir. I just wanted to see what you had. We don't have really money for, like, spending yet, and plus we're probably going to pick up a lot of cool items as we go, so. Alright, let's do a hard save. We did a bunch of extra time, but considering we didn't do anything, well, that was Friday. But considering the last stream, I wasn't feeling well, so we didn't do it. Let's save. Content saved. Alright. With that, we will be wrapping up for the evening. Thank you for hanging around so long, everyone. We went almost 3 hours tonight, so thank you very much for sticking around. I hope that you guys all had fun. I had fun. Reading all the lore, poking and prodding all of our little dudes.
It's easy to get lost in this game, because it's just, like, such a fascinating world.
I know.
It is very Babylon 5.
I am very, yes, I am also very excited. Every time I'm like, oh, it's time to go play that, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's time to go play Mass Effect. But yes, and since we've talked about B5 so much, I highly encourage anybody who either never watched it when it was on the air or is too young to have gotten a chance to watch it. I so recommend it. It's very, very Mass Effect. Mass Effect was, in fact, inspired by it. And
you can catch it for free with ads on Roku TV.
Yes, you can. Not sponsored. It is not sponsored. I wish it was, but it is free with ads on Roku. B5 watch along in the Discord. Perhaps in the future. Each episode is 40 minutes long, so we wouldn't get to watch many of them in a row. Exposition the stream. Yes. But yeah, I so super recommend it. It's also the show that inspired Star Trek Deep Space Nine, so if you like Deep Space Nine, you will see a lot of similarities between it and B5. B5 also, to me, has the sort of little cheesiness, the light cheesiness that comes with, like, early sci-fi games, so. But yes, in the essence of not wanting to babble along more, as always, all my social links are below the video, both here on Twitch and on YouTube. You can support me here on Twitch by becoming a subscriber, where you won't have to deal with ads anymore, and you get all the fun emotes that I have created. We have some for the general audience, but there's a whole bunch of ones that only subscribers get. Supporting me both here and on oh my god, Patreon will get you access to the Discord, where you can also use all our emotes from the chat here. You can see all kinds of cool stuff, works in progress, our monthly hangouts. You get access to a wallpaper that I draw every month. You get art rewards and discounts, depending on which tier you're in. And a whole bunch of other cool stuff. So consider having a little look at those. I would really appreciate your support. If you can't do that, then, you know, just following me here, following me on social media, telling your friends about it, sharing the vids. Thumbs ups, likes, comments, shares, those are always super helpful because it tells our algorithm overlords that you think I'm cool. And that you want to see more. So that's always nice. Anyway, that's it. Thank you all for stopping by. I hope you all had a wonderful time. I hope that you have a great rest of your night, and I hope that we'll see you on Wednesday. Goodbye, everybody!
Bye-bye!
I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of my followers over on Patreon, and give a special shout out to Jack Fox, Old Monster, A Furb Among Us, Dizarin, Revolution 72, The Dr. Fat, Eudemon, and Gilver. Thank you guys so much for your continued support.